Hello everyone and welcome to your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot. Kind of looks like my hair is in a bit of a bob, but actually I just tied it up in a ponytail because it is still super warm. We had just a brief little sprinkling of rain there, just a tiny little bit of water, but it's gone again and the sun's coming out again and the blue sky is out again. So it was very brief. We were supposed to have rain, and they told us quite a bit of rain, but we've not had that much rain, but it's still very close, as we would say at home. It's still very warm. So I had my hair down. I was just like, can't do it anymore. Hello and welcome to Tuesday Thoughts video. This is where I do a tarot reading in the hopes that it gives you some Palo Santo for you. It gives you some guidance for the week, for the month, for whatever you're listening. These are kind of timeless. I just say a date just so I can bring it forward as a memory of when I actually created the video. But if you click on it and it means something to you, that's great. If it resonates, do let me know. And we will start. I think I'll just go straight in. Usually I waffle for a while, which perhaps it's not always the best thing to do, so just let that burn away there. And let's start with the tarot, because I usually do, and I use this deck which is called the Beginner's Guide to Tarot. So it's a nice starting tarot deck. It's not the one I use for readings. When you come to me for a reading, you'll come and get this special tarot deck in here, which is the Rider-Waite traditional tarot, amongst other oracle cards. But for this reading, I just like to use these because they're nice and colourful, and it was gifted to me. It was my first tarot deck, and they say that you should have a tarot deck gifted to you. I think I heard that once. So I've had quite a few actual oracle decks gifted to me, which I love, because I love collecting them and I love reading from the different ones, and I always find it very useful to get more information for you by something has come out, okay, by using other oracle decks as backup and as information. Hope you're all well wherever you're watching from. Are you watching from the UK? Are you watching from Ireland? Are you watching from Europe? Are you watching from America and Canada? I know I've got a few clients all over the world right now, so because I'm a healer, I do a lot of distance work. Might be something to do with authority coming in for you. I do a lot of distance work, so I do reach people all over, and obviously some people come and join me in London as well, so that's wonderful to be able to meet you face to face and just be with you and work through whatever session we're working through. It's always a great pleasure to do that with you. I mean, it's just like meeting meeting your tribe, just meeting really good people and inspiring people and people with great stories and great depth. Life is full of ups and downs, and you find that when you're reading for people. I think there's one turned over here. Yeah, we'll go with that one. You find that when you're reading for people, when you're doing mediumship and things like that, that there's a lot that goes on for people in their lives and their stories, their experiences, and what brought them to you. So that's always interesting. So I'm just going to go with these ones. I've got 4 tarot right now. Just lay them out so I can see them, and then I'll be able to read them for you, which is interesting. And then I always go to the bottom of the deck just to kind of get an idea of the energy of the week ahead. So we're mid-July now. Can you believe it? Mid-July already. This is crazy. London, we've got police sirens. Nothing new there. And yeah, it's been a hot one. We've had a major heat wave in London, so it's been very warm, very hot, and of course a lot of the buildings aren't built with air conditioning or anything like that, so it is definitely takes a lot of getting used to. So a little bit of coolness with the rain, the drizzle today is actually quite pleasant, and a little bit of wind, a little bit of a breeze. It's actually quite nice as well. So here we are. Let's start. Tuesday, the 15th of July. This is your read. Welcome. Welcome to all the people who see me regularly, and welcome to all the new subscribers as well. It's always lovely to have you here. So if you haven't subscribed, do it now. It's free. Just press the button, do it now, and then you can give me a like at the end if it makes sense. So we have underneath, we have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is a really nice card. There's quite a lot going on with the Hermit. And one of the main things, obviously, as it's called the Hermit, is this solitary existence. So perhaps you have spent quite a bit of time on your own. You might live on your own. You might have lived on your own for quite a while. You might feel that you haven't been very sociable in any great way for a while. But you've had this period of introspection, this period of learning what life is like when you're on your own, because it is very different. It's you rely on yourself, you do everything sort of to keep living, to keep surviving, to keep going. Everything is down to you. So you have your bills to pay, you have your legal things to do, you have to supply for yourself, but also care for yourself and look after yourself, because when you are on your own, often there's nobody around to do that for you. So you might be feeling that isolation, particularly now we're mid-year, and often we start the year with the wishes and hopes and dreams, and perhaps you might have been single and you hoped at this point to possibly meet someone in your life, because there is always that hope at the start of the year that this is the year you're going to meet someone. So it does feel like it's to do with singledom right now. That's the underlying energy, and which kind of left you feeling quite emotional for a while. But over this period of living by yourself, of living on your own, of being, it can be working from home as well. So that sense of, isolation from work, colleagues as well. So maybe spending quite a bit of time on your own with your work. But during these phases, you have gained a great deal. So you have learned how to manage things. You've learned how to manage your home, learned how to manage your work, learned how to manage your mind, learn how to manage your social. You've gained a lot, but you've also probably had to deal with a lot yourself. Joe Dispenza does a wonderful piece. He must have said it at one of his talks, or he says it in an interview. I saw a clip of him, and he was talking about particularly single women, that you are kind of a breed above anything else, because whenever emotion rises for you or a difficulty arises for you, you don't have anyone to speak to about it. You don't have anyone there in the moment to discuss it with, to get a point of view, to tease it out and see where you go with it. There's no one to express it to. So what happens is you manage it. You learn how to manage your emotions. You learn how to manage your feelings. You learn how to kind of go deep as to where they are. And by kind of having this resilience and this self-sufficiency, which has its negative sides as well, because you become so self-sufficient, then there is no need for another. There's another. What can another bring you if you're able to manage everything yourself? But he was also talking about just that self-regulation, and about, people can get upset about things, but then they can drag everybody with them, and they can talk about it, and they can wallow in it. If you're a woman on your own in particular, but possibly also to do with men, there is no sounding board. So you have to think about these feelings and think about what it's about. And then suddenly, because you have space and because you maybe have peace and quiet, the information does drop in quicker. The information is there. There's nothing distracting you. So you're able to receive it, and you're able to go, I think that stems from that, and that's connected to that. And I'm just seeing a branch just above a house. Just there's a roof opposite, and I'm just seeing the trees opposite blowing. I feel like I want to bring that in here as well. So you're able to sway with the winds of change. You're able to manage everything that comes and goes in your life. You have to. And so you do build up this ability to be resilient. You do build up this ability to manage things, to know what takes priority, to know what you can leave, to know what needs to be done. And you step up and you do it because there's nobody helping you. So you do have to do that. But it does kind of put you in survival mode a lot of the time, which isn't great. And sometimes we would love for somebody just to come and take some of this off our shoulders. And it can be a simple thing like putting out the bins. Like if you're somebody who takes care of everything and then puts out the bins, you know, you think once in a blue moon, wouldn't it be nice if somebody came along and just did that for you? Wouldn't that be nice? So there's all of these learnings that you're going through when you're in this period of isolation, period of solitary. And when you think of the old masters, they would often go off, you would maybe think, to a cave to meditate. This is meditation. This is what this card is as well. This meditation energy. And it's like you can only get that when you're alone. It's like when you're being birthed, you're coming through that birth canal, that child, that baby. And yes, you have parents around you, but you're doing that movement from the womb to the outside world on your own. And it's the same about passing as well. Everyone can be around you, but it's only you that can do that moment of letting go of the physical and moving off into the spiritual realm on your own. You don't do it at the same time as another, or they can't be in that same experience with you. Even if a mass exodus of people, you're still going through that process, you know, on your own. It's your own experience. So this is quite deep. There's a lot of that understanding your own light. So we've got a little candle here. Understanding your own light, understanding your own brilliance, understanding your own resilience. We have the snake here as well, which is interesting because this is the year of the snake. So there's all this transformation which is occurring for you. Snakes are about transformation, transmutation. So we have to take the snake bite and we have to, you know, there's lots of poisons that we have to ingest and deal with and manage, and then come out with that bright light, come out showing that bright light to the world. And it can have its ups and downs, it can be emotional, but the hermit is that period of away, the hermit is that period of isolation. And maybe it's not by choice, often it's not by choice, and the years go by and you're still sort of mostly on your own. But you are wise, you are steady, you are strong, you have this inner strength. You have the ability to be a guide for others. You have the ability to stand tall and shine your light for others. You have the ability for others to actually rely on you because you've managed so much on your own. And perhaps other people haven't managed as much. It's getting dark again now, so I wonder if it's going to rain again. But you have done that. You have crossed so many borders, I'm hearing, but you have dealt with so much that someone asks you a question, you can go, oh yeah, I know, I can help you with that, I can fix that for you, I know what to deal with that. So there is this aspect of the hermit, as in you have a wealth of experience and information within you which is lighting up this lantern, which is moving you forward. Also the hermit is, you have spent this time on your own, you've learned everything that you needed to learn. Now we're in the process of change. The skin of the snake we are shedding. So it means that we can move forward in this direction. Move forward. I don't know why I'm in trouble. Thyroid. And there's a lot of blue here. So it's about communication. Communication with spirit. Communication with yourself. And then what you want to do is take all of that experience and it's like a feeling, it's like a resilience and a feeling that not many people have if you've not spent any time alone. And they often say this spiritual journey often has long periods of being on your own. You can't do the deep spiritual work if you've not had that isolation, because it's scary sometimes. It's down to you. There's no one around. Life can be frightening. And so you're faced with the consequences of major things. Particularly if you're living in a city, if you're living in an area where there's a lot of things that are happening, a lot of destruction. If you're this isolated person, you're managing all of that. You're having these reactions, you're having these emotions, and you're having to deal with them there and then, because it's just down to you. But the Hermit says that we're leaving this now. We're leaving this singledom. We're leaving this isolation. We're leaving this solitary period of your life. And we're moving forward with everything that we've learned. So where are we moving forward to? Okay. We're moving forward in temperance. So this is the angelic realm. So we're moving forward to this rainbow energy. So this new rainbow energy. This is angelic. This is a new dawn. This is possibly the healing card. So we're moving through to express ourselves as these rainbow light beings. We're bringing that light. And white light is made up of all the colors. So, and we only see a tiny spectrum of color, by the way. So if you imagine that this light that you're carrying then can be split into lots of different colors that have different resonances that then can affect us and heal us in different ways. So this is sort of the healer card, and also the third eye. So the third eye is beginning to open here. So this opening of this third eye, this psychic seeing, this clairvoyance might start to happen for you. And as we move forward, we must remember to maintain balance. That angel is pouring from one cup to the other, so from the silver to the gold, and then back from the gold to the silver. So there's an aspect of this which is masculine, feminine, balancing both sides of yourself, balancing the give and the take, balancing the push and the pull. You need to maintain that balance. So while you've come out of this period of aloneness, you are then needing, as you come out healed, dealing, because you've dealt with a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff comes up for you, and you have to just deal with it. Then it's like a period of therapy or period of healing, and then you're able to come out. So but what happens is this balance needs to be sustained, and it means that we can, she's kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the water here. So you might be dipping your toe into something, but not fully going forward just yet. So you're experiencing it. It can be travel. You might be traveling. It can be mixing of different cultures. So somewhere in your life, you might be mixing of different cultures, living in a different part. But it's temperance. It's this calm. It's this readiness, but I'm not fully engaged in it. But also for me, it's this angelic energy and this rainbow energy, this new rainbow energy. The cosmic rays that are coming in are landing on the ground. And also it's the water. So the water is the emotion that we had as the Hermit. Perhaps you've had a lot of emotional releases, and this is saying, but within that water, so we have the strong earth. So the earth holds the water. The earth is the vessel for the water. So the grounding, the connecting to nature, the earthing is really, really important as well. And then we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant in this deck looks like very much spiritual. So as above, so below. So it's taking the spiritual element and bringing it down onto the ground. He is reading, so he is learning. So there's this learning, there's this knowledge, this wisdom that you've had from your spiritual endeavor, from your spiritual pilgrimage, you might say, this pilgrimage of this solitary period in your life. It's been a great deal of wisdom that has dropped down into your mind. And he's got 3 tiers on his crown, which emphasizes the body, the mind, and the soul. So all of it together. How can you bring that wisdom forward and bring it to everything together? Again, we've got the pillars of strength. So we said that you had to be strong. We said that you had to be that stable element, and that people could come to you because you were so stable. You'll find that people come to you for advice because you're not distracted by all the things that distract them in their life, but you are able to give good advice because you see it from a different aspect, you see it from a different angle, you can see beyond the obvious because you've had time to understand things beyond the obvious. And perhaps you've done reading and research and healing and development, etc. So you have this knowledge, this wisdom. You've read a lot, you've studied a lot, and you have these keys. You have the keys to the spiritual realm. The Hierophant can also be about sort of establishments. It can be the Gemini card. I think we're still in Gemini just, are we? No, we're in Cancer now. We're in Cancer, yeah. But it can be the twins, it can be the Gemini card as well. But it can also be like siblings. So there might be something going on with your siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, that type of thing. So family, connection. What am I getting here? This is like a Tai Chi thing. I know there's, I think Jesus is seen doing that in many, something like that in many of the portraits of him. So it is very much God, it is very much spirit, but this is also a Tai Chi sword. So when you're doing Tai Chi, you use swords. I've got one right here actually. But you also kind of use your hand as a sword as well. So there is sword form which uses this, and this is called the sword as well. So it always reminds me of that element of Tai Chi, which is about the Chi, which is about life force, which is about energy, which is about God. A lot of people think it's just slow movement, but there's so much depth to it. It's unreal. So there's discovery here, and the keys, interesting. The keys, I don't know if you can pick this up, but the keys, one is gold and one is silver. So again, that's masculine and feminine. So there's something here by unlocking the differences within you, the masculine and feminine energy. And I'll just tie my hair up because I think it looks funny. The masculine and feminine energy and balancing both, but using them to step forward. So he's sort of unveiled his leg hair. So there's a showing of who you are, an exposing of who you are by your spiritual nature, by the divine, what do we want to say? Showing yourself to be this spiritual being, showing yourself and stepping forward, not being afraid to step forward, not being afraid to be seen, to be this spiritual person. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, a lady on her own. So someone who has earned a lot, someone who spent a lot of time on her business. You could be a female business owner. And you have spent time, you've spent a lot of time, a lot of hours, a lot of months, Pentacles can be months, working away, toiling away to earn the money, to bring forward this fruitfulness, to bring forward this harvest. The Taurian bulls here at the end of her throne would suggest that stubbornness, that the commitment to something, and almost a stubbornness in that commitment because you don't want to give it up, because you have invested a lot of you. But she's dressed in green here, so she's invested a lot of her love into this as well, invested a lot of her energy into this, and she's made it happen, she's made it grow. We also have a little bunny rabbit here with the Taurian energy and the nature. So it's all about abundance, all about the abundance, all about making things real in the real world. There's a little bit of melancholy here because she has spent quite a bit of time working on this, and she's not had much time for romance, for social, for different types of engagement. So there's part of her that it has saddened her because she's been so devoted to what she's growing, what she's building, that some of the other things she's not had in her life. And it's not that she didn't want them, because she is here with her rose garment here with the robes have got roses all over them. So there is that element of roses are all about love. So she still wants the love. She's still wearing her symbol to say, I want love, I want romance. But what she's found is that she's been pretty much working. Spend a lot of time working. And that's what happens when you are on your own, when you're surviving on your own. You've got no other help coming in. You have to make sure that the ends meet, and that's why you spend a lot of time working. So the bulls are very strong. Makes me think of the buffalo as well, the energy of the buffalo coming in, which is all about prayer and abundance and reward. So there will be reward for this dedication. You will see the fruits of your labor. And also the buffalo is about the prayer, and it's particularly white buffalo, it's very spiritual. So it's accessing the desire to work and be a part of the real world and put in the hours and be happy about contributing and growing something beautiful, but also being aware that you can spiritualize it. You know, all work doesn't have to be unspiritual. In fact, all work, because if it's done by humans, it is spiritual, because every human is a spirit. Less so with AI, so that'll be interesting. But just know that it is that acknowledgement that you have worked hard and you've built a certain amount for yourself, for your business, but it's not completely fulfilled you. But you should be proud of where you are, proud of how far you've come. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is fast moving. The Eight of Wands, you can see him here shooting all of the 8 wands up in the air. So this usually means traditionally that messages are going to start coming in, that emails are going to start coming in, text messages, any kind of communications are going to be coming in fast. It can be people showing up in your life that maybe were, from your past, and suddenly they're appearing again and messaging you. It can be that suddenly someone wants to come and stay, so maybe just tidy up around the house and make sure that your house is able to receive people. It can be somebody landing on your doorstep all of a sudden. So just be mindful that there's quick energy, there's energy coming in, it's creative, it's passionate, and with this card in particular, it's almost like you have lots of different interests, you have lots of things that you're passionate about, and what you tend to do is throw all of them up in the air, hoping that some of them will take hold. And you can't help it, you're a passionate individual, you're very much full of that internal fire for certain things. You also have a castle here. So all of these messages, all of these communications, all of these interactions are going to lead you to your castle, are going to get you the castle that you need. So the castle's here, and you can also be if somebody was applying for jobs or wanting just to create networks with people, that every message you send out is bringing you closer to your castle. Every interaction you have is bringing you closer to your castle. I think we have I think it's like a little lizard or something here again, which just brings in that natural element as well, because the ones as well as being fire are very much the natural world. And just be open to receiving, because this could be somebody sending you messages. So this could be somebody trying their luck and sending out messages and bombarding you a little perhaps, but it's quick, it's fast, it's now. This is happening now. So that's interesting. So we have this period of healing, this period of discovering the balance within you, maybe getting your balance back. Maybe life has been a bit out of balance, and you're getting your balance back, and you're more and more connected to that healing aspect and to the angels. Bringing down that spiritual wisdom, learning about spirit, spending time in this concentration with spirit, possibly having connections with other people, be it siblings, be it family, and how that resonates within the pillars of your family, the people that hold your family together. Knowing that you have done a lot by yourself and you have achieved a lot, but you still are hopeful of the love and romance. And don't be too stubborn. Allow it to come in. Allow yourself to receive the bounty. This is the bounty that's coming for you. And it might be through messages, through networking, through texting, through emails, etc. Send your vibration out there and see what comes back, and be willing to receive some information coming to you as well. There's going to be information coming in thick and fast, but it's all going to help deliver your castle in the background. So it's definitely kind of specific reading, isn't it? It's let's get one from the angels. Ask the angels. Healing with the angels deck, and see if they can give us a card that might back up what this says. This is fairly quick reading, although we are 30 minutes in. So I'll try and get you a few different bits of information to help you this week. If it makes sense, just give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Leave a comment as well, you know, if you think, oh my god, that's right on the money. Leave me a comment and let me know. I love reading them. It's always so nice when you leave a comment for me. So this is the second one. So the first one is emerging. So again, we have the angel wings here, okay? Angel wings. So it is that angelic, working with the angels, but it's also allowing your true self to come out. So we said that as well, that during this period that you've been working on your own and you've been developing and learning and gaining knowledge, and you are this spiritual individual, that you start to expose yourself as this, reveal yourself as this spiritual person. And through doing that, then the world suddenly is aware and awake and sending you messages, wanting to connect with you. So this is about letting that side of you come out, letting the true you emerge, that beauty. Let's see what it says, because I think it's quite nice what it says. Maybe I'm not putting it the best way. Your true self, radiant, powerful, successful, and intelligent, is now shining through the surface. Allow your true self to be visible to others, for you lift them up and inspire them. You are awesome in so many ways, and you're beginning to trust and reveal your true nature more easily. At one time, you may have believed that you had to hide your feelings from others. Now, however, you realize how vital and attractive expressing your authentic self is. Your guides are guiding you to honor your true feelings by expressing them to yourself and others. The angels will help you lovingly talk about your feelings so that no misunderstandings will occur with friends and loved ones. Your angels will never guide you to do or say anything that could hurt you or anyone else. They will also ensure that your life will emerge to a new level of inner peace as you let your true self come out and play. So again, just revealing yourself, just exposing is not the right word, but it is almost like that shedding of that skin with the snake. Shed the skin and let the world see your power, your beauty. You're awesome in so many ways. And it's almost like we fall into roles throughout life. There's all these different roles that we fall into, and you kind of become that person in that environment, and that person at work, and that person at home, and that person da-da-da-da. Well, see if you can be a bit more you in all of those scenarios. How much can they take? Can they take you? Are you able to push it a little more with people? Just see how you get on with that, okay? And then we have Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is the great protector. He's actually looking, because he's got a trumpet and a sword. It's almost, his trumpet reminds me of the staff here. It's almost a little bit like a trumpet, isn't it? So Archangel Michael is here. He's here at his castle. So again, we have the castle. So he will protect your home. He will protect you. He is announcing, he is sounding the trumpet to say that he's here and he's a protector. He will give you courage to follow your dreams, give you courage to step out maybe of your comfort zone. You've gone from this period of isolation, so you're going to need to be brave to get back into the world, to get back into socializing with people, to get back into trusting people, being around people, letting people in. I have a blue bubble meditation on my YouTube as well. It's a little meditation like a protective blue bubble of protection. So that's something you can do even when you go into social situations which are a bit what would you say, can be a bit nerve-wracking, etc., you can just surround yourself in the blue bubble and step forward into a situation knowing that you're protected by Michael. And it says, this powerful archangel is with you right now. He gives you the courage and helps release you from the effects of fear. Through this card, Archangel Michael is making his presence known to you. He is the symbol of true courage, stemming from knowing that God's love is the only power there is. Michael's letting you know that as you make changes in your life and as you encounter challenges, you are safe and secure. And if you particularly are on your own a lot or living in isolation, bring Michael in. He's a great protector for wherever you are, just to help you. God and the angels help you stay true to yourself during trying times. Have heart-to-heart discussions with Michael often. Pour out all of your concerns to him. Don't worry about overburdening him. Michael, like all of the archangels, is able to be with everyone simultaneously who needs him. He has no limitations of time or space, so he can help you and others concurrently. So that's a very powerful energy, and when you think of it, she's dressed in blue as well, so there's this definite communication, message, receiving of information, expression, and bringing in Michael just to help you get over that that difficulty that you might have. So let's see what I've got in here. These are the Priestess of Light cards. So these tend to match with the tarot. Every time I include them in a tarot read, they tend to match very well. And they've got really nice drawings on them, imagery. So let's see what they say. Can we have a couple of cards just to give us a little bit of more information, and then we might do a colour card as well. I've got the colours here too. I always find the colours kind of a fun element because it's an easy thing for you to bring into your life. You can add in colourful socks or a scarf, a headscarf, or eat some colourful foods. We've got one there, which is this one. And let's get one more, please. And oh my god, we've got two. So we've got that one and we've got that one. Okay, so the first one is gorgeous. So look at her standing in the woods. So we had that, like the Queen of Pentacles, nature all around, that rich nature, that connection to the plants, to the trees. And when you're forest bathing, when you go for a walk in the woods and you really soak up the energy, you let that energy penetrate your own auric field, it brings healing. It's so important to go for walks around trees, near trees, around nature, because it just has this effect on us. It helps clear out our energy field. And it says bright heart light, because you've got all of the green here, the nice green, emerald green energy, and the green of nature again. And she's holding her heart, and it says open connections. Interesting. Oh, that one seems to have fallen over as well. So it's telepathy. But let's read this. So that's number 18. I think this matches in with what we've been saying. I'm not sure I've read this one before, actually, to be honest. So let's see what it says. This peaceful yet powerful priestess of the heart comes to bring you unbounded hope and meaningful connections. She's emerging from the forest where lush green vegetation grows all around her. Like the woman pictured here, a brilliant radiance is sourced at your own heart center, with rays reaching out to the world. Even if you try to contain it, your soul light is energetically vibrant and always longing to connect. This marks the time of opening up for you. You may have been feeling disconnected or isolated lately, by your own choosing or due to circumstances out of your control. Wow. Either way, you're getting ready to come out of the trees and forge the profound soul-to-soul connections that enrich your life and bring you into alignment with the universal fields of unlimited abundance. This is a powerful card of manifestation. When you open your heart to receive from and give to others, the universe sends its kindred souls willing to share their heart light, assistance and solutions with you. On a purely practical level, this card could portend blossoming friendships and perhaps new love on the horizon. It's time to release your hesitation, let yourself trust, and open up to the honoring support all around you. Well, that's what we've been saying. You've been on your own, you've been working hard, you've been diligent, you've been developing spiritually, but now there seems to be this need to send out all those wands, to communicate, to express, to have this interaction. And this is what it's saying as well. You've learned a lot. This is like being in the cave. You've learned a lot. You've done your spiritual work. You've got to a certain point, and what is necessary now is that you walk out from the woods, from that clearing, from that dense forest, back out into society with that open heart, because there's somebody here. There's new friendships and new love, and I think through different phases of our life, certain friendships drift away, and it is what it is, and sometimes it has to happen. It's just part of the karmic connections, and they come in for a while and they're away. But this is saying that there's also new connections, that there's also new people that you've yet to meet, including possibly your loved one if you are like the hermit and you've been on your own a while. So open your heart to that. That's beautiful and just spot on. And then we have idyllic times, the garden, paradise. Beautiful card again. So she's there by a tree and she's got the owl. Oh, and she says a little butterfly here as well, right? So let's go to that one. It's number 48. Oh, this is kind of nice, because the tarot, it's sometimes you're reading it and it's like, okay, that's what that means. That's what that card means. But when it's backed up with a little bit more information, it just gives you more confirmation of what it means in this read, you know? Because there's few different meanings for each card, so this kind of gives us more of what it's actually meaning in this read for you today. So, idyllic times. The owl blesses the priestess of the garden as she holds a butterfly in her hands. The butterfly reminds us of the gentle power to become something completely new through the process of metamorphosis. That's like the snake shedding your skin to become more of who you are. As a caterpillar changes through the internal alchemical process, it experiences intense pressure and difficulty. In time, it emerges from its cocoon as a winged butterfly, having forged the strength to travel thousands of miles in its migration. Similarly, the hardships that you've gone through have brought you great value and inner strength, transforming your life and carrying you to a new reality of pleasant experiences and peaceful surroundings. So get ready for the idyllic times ahead. Let yourself relax and appreciate the peace and beauty coming into your life. On a purely practical level, this card could be a foretelling of an up-and-coming trip, or even a move to a picturesque and lush environment, one that may seem like a paradise to you. Oh my goodness, how wonderful. This bodes well for your energy and your future. Even if you can't go on vacation or make a move now, you can still create ideals of peace and happiness in your daily life. Surround yourself with the beauty of nature, the trees, flowers, birds, animals that are ever present, and blessings from the universe. Know that every moment you stop to relax and appreciate your natural world, you bring an idyllic time to your life. After all, paradise is always there, should you choose to experience it. So this is interesting as well. It's that transformation, the butterfly. It's funny, I was in work yesterday and this moth came in through an open door, and usually the door's closed. So then it came up to reception and it was flying around, and then it went in behind the computers, and I had to use the light on my phone to attract it out because they get drawn to the light. So energies will be drawn to your light. The light that you carry is like a magnet. It's like an attractor. So energies will be attracted to your light. And then it was flying around and trying to catch it. And in the end, I did catch it, and I managed to set it free and let it go outside. And although it was a moth, it had very pretty wings. And so that's the element as well. People think moths, oh, it's ugly and horrible, and it's a big furry moth. But they are incredibly beautiful as well, incredibly intricate designs. So it's just seeing the beauty in who you are, and seeing the beauty as you transform, and revealing this beauty to the world. But again with the nature, again with the trees, big time. And then we have grateful optimism. And look at the storks there in the background. I think it's storks rather than, yeah, it's definitely storks. We have or you could say a crane, because in Tai Chi it's white crane washes its wings. And is that a butterfly? We also, and it's a butterfly, but it looks a bit moth-like. So here right in the center, can you see she has a little butterfly right here at her heart. She's kind of doing like that sort of position with her hands. And she's a golden necklace. So let's see what that says. That's 51. I hope you're still with me. If you are, give us a little thumbs up. Hopefully this will resonate for you, because I'm reading for you. So it says, the priestess of the cranes. Yeah, it is cranes, a white crane like Tai Chi. The priestess of the cranes looks joyously upon the world. Light radiates from her brow chakra, projecting thoughts of great hope and optimism. Her heart center vibrates with the feelings of grace and appreciation. Her hands are held in the mudra, a prayerful position at her third chakra, where life force energy is generated. This card calls you to reignite your enthusiasm for your life, to look around and find bright sparks of present joy, to kindle the flames of future hope. One crane faces left, which is past, while the other is looking right, which faces the future. This is a reminder that your appreciation for the present is inextricably connected to your optimism for the future and to the dreams and desires you will achieve. After all, it is difficult to manifest happy results from ongoing dissatisfaction. The energetic link between gratitude and optimism and manifestation is an undeniable force. The gratitude referenced in this card is not the same as card 50, which encourages profound recognition of your very value. This appreciation is more light-hearted, a blissful sighting of all the little experiences that bring joy to your life. Once you frame more happy perceptions of the past and present, you can look to the future with equally joyous expectations. So yes, the past might not have been brilliant, but it wasn't too bad either if you're here watching this. So we've got to this point. So whatever we've gone through and we've made it this far. So now take that courage and stamina and power and use that to create hope for your next phase. Lift your perceptions, elevating your outlook on the wings of the white crane. Feel the joy and optimism expanding your being, rippling outward into the skies of unlimited potential. You will soon find the great luck of crane energy, bringing you all the prosperity, grace, and good health that you have chosen to be optimistic about. So again, it's that we've gone from the heart open to connections, then we've gone to this idyllic garden, this transformation, this unveiling of who we are, becoming someone new. Stay optimistic, stay hopeful, have hope, because that helps create it for you. And then the other one that was sitting up was the telepathy, which is transmission, perception, communication. And then we have the wolf, which I'm a big fan of the wolf energy. And she's got the antler there, which is all about communication to the higher realms. She's also got what looks to be like a green stone and gold. She's quite beautiful. She's quite pretty as well, isn't she? And it's 22, master number. And 22s are all about coupledom. 2s are all about two coming together. So 22 is like double the power there. That's good. And it's almost, I'm getting as well, this telepathic kind of communication that when you meet that right person, you have this understanding, you have this wave of telepathy, that you're on the same wavelength. So you'll be interested in many things, because we all have many, many interests in our lives. But there'll be one element which you'll resonate. There's that resonance. And that's the magnet that draws you in. That's the light that the moth was drawn to. So there'll be that telepathic connection, transmission, perception, communication. So let's see what it says. I just love the wolf as well. This card shows the priestess of the universal mind, the eternal voice. The light that rises from above her crown chakra opens the door to all of spirit. The orb encircling her heart center vibrates through infinity, opening the portal to immortal wisdom. She comes to tell you that you are, right now, capable of profound perception and telepathic communication. You've been endowed with this talent since the origins of the consciousness at the beginning of time. So let yourself trust that innate power. When you want to receive, all you need to do is stop, breathe, open up, and trust. The wolf's bright eyes pierce straight into the heart of the spirit world. The wolf guides you. Hold on. Unlike the wolf on the card 21 who got you da-da-da-da-da. I wish they wouldn't say it that way, but this wolf's incredible instincts, acute senses, and extraordinary intelligence offer profound understanding of every aspect of the environment. You have this capacity as well. Practice tuning in to the helpful transmission all around you, and you'll be amazed by spontaneous insights. So that's like the guidance as well. So when you're considering doing something or going somewhere, tune in. When you're with people, tune in to that guidance. It says this powerful card calls upon your incredible ability to reach out and communicate with the very elements of Earth, in addition to receiving transmissions from the outer edges of the universe, from the spirit world and beyond. It is your destiny, and the destiny of humankind, to evolve into this deep telepathic state. Do not think it's beyond you. Open up to this sleeping power, and the universe will speak to you in more ways than you can imagine. So this aspect of you is opening up, and often different phases of our life, different gifts open up. So as you're moving out of this phase of aloneness and into a phase of togetherness, you are also going to be tapping in and knowing. You'll have this sense of knowing, and this tapping in to receive messages. As communication, you might say, with the spiritual world, because there's an orb here and she's connected to the spirit world, and the wolf is connected to the spirit world, but it's just to like energy. Energy is just information. So whether it's from the physical being or from a spiritual being, it's just energy, it's just information. But what's happening is the phase you're going into is one where and the phase humanity is moving into is one where telepathy, that communication, that deep understanding of people, places, things is going to be real. And if you have seen the telepathy tapes, YouTube, you can watch those, and they are about autistic children who people have thought they're non-verbal and there's nothing going on with them, but in fact they astral travel and they communicate in the astral, and they have relationships in the astral. They know each other in the astral, and then in their physical body they're a bit locked away, but they go off to these places and they meet other autistic children in these places, So limiting your thinking of what the world is by your five senses this is to say that's old hat, and there is telepathy, which might start with intuition. It might start with you feeling these intuitive messages. They might come for you, they might come to you, because the intuition is that teacher from within. It's listening. Are you prepared to listen to that teacher from within? So let's get a color just to bring it all together. Just bind it like a good egg binds burger meat or stuffing or bread or cake. The binder. Let's see what binder we have. I think, what's the binder they use for vegans? They can use, is it chickpea water they use as a binder? Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. Because I think they use it in mayonnaise as well. Okay, so can we have a card for whoever is watching, please? Thank you. Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm very excited. I wonder what this is. What colour could resonate with this read? I'll show you first. Oh, rainbow. First card. Rainbow. And look at that. It's almost completing the rainbow. And what was at the end of the rainbow? The little pot of gold. The little pot that's kind of the holy grail. Everything that you've been wanting is at the end of the rainbow. Wow. And it says, connect to spirit in nature. Oh, it's all just the same. It's all just the same, and it's number one. One can be that isolation, but also that new beginning, fresh start. So let's see what it says. Let's see what rainbow tells us. I can't believe that's rainbow. And today, because we're having a few showers, maybe somewhere out there you're going to see a beautiful rainbow. So it's a couple of pages, so let's see what it says. I hope you can see that now. Try not get the light in there. Rainbow ray is a combination of many colours together, which we said, making it a very powerful and regenerating energy to work with. Rainbow allows you to lighten up and feel happier and more alive. It also opens the mystical realm, connecting you to spirits, fairies, angels, and your creativity. Allow rainbow rays to lead you into the realms of fairies. Do you know what? I was thinking fairies. With all of this nature and trees and connection to nature, I had fairies on my mind. And fairies have been on my mind for a while. When I was at home, we went to the Donegal International Rally. And so you're walking through a lot of the countryside, and you're walking through places that you would never walk, up roads you would never walk, and by all of these little crookedy trees and these lush fields and little stone walls, and there was just so much fairy energy. It was unreal. So it says, go to a local park, look around and find a tree that attracts you. Stand still and focus within, feeling the tree's pull as it beckons you. Walk over to the tree and place your arms around it. Feel its connection to the earth, to the other trees, and to the world. Allow some of the tree's divine energy to pour into your body, fill you up, and awaken your own divinity. Walk around the park, smell the flowers, and listen to the birds singing. Smile as you take in the beauty of nature. Visualize a rainbow and allow it to bathe your body, strengthening your connection to nature and the divine. Then ask the rainbow rays to connect you to the fairy nature kingdom. You might start noticing sparkling lights around the flowers. I see sparks of light all the time. I can be sitting here and there's sparks going off in the room. So it can happen indoors as well, but it's always nice to be outside in nature and see the little sprites So you may start to notice sparkling lights around the flowers. Talk to the fairies and ask them to help you in any areas of your life where you need assistance, as they are great at manifesting. Say, Divine Intelligence, please allow me to connect to the fairy kingdom to awaken my vitality, aliveness, and divinity. And remember, fairies, don't mess with the fairies. You have to be very respectful. You have to be very honouring. Fairy land has a certain protocol, and they don't just let anyone in. So recognise and respect them. But when that's just a magical nature energy, just flourishing and joyful and happy and magical. It's magical. I'm getting Merlin now, that Merlin energy, that nature, that magic. And you can use that. Go out, be in nature, walk through nature. But also remember, you're moving from that feeling lost in the woods out into the world. So I guess with the rainbow, you can wear whatever colour you want. So put on whatever colour you want, or all of the colours of the rainbow combine to create white, which funnily I'm wearing today. So wear white, and that's all of the colours combined. Let me know if it makes sense. Let me know if it resonates. I think that was quite nice. It all matched very succinctly. Call in Archangel Michael. Know that this is a new phase you're coming into. The old isolation is moving away, and you're coming into merging into who you want to be, and also who you want to be with. And that is blessed by the angels, blessed by the fairies, blessed by nature. It's looking good, and there's change afoot, so be prepared, get yourself ready, because once these communications and these messages start coming in, things will move quickly. This happens quite quickly. Okay, my darlings, take care, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. All the best. Bye.